River Road, you got me running way back home. River Road, you got me running all night long. You got me singing some canal boat song. River Road, you got me running all night long.
All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of Niner Nuts. I'm Dan, here along with Easy E. No James on the episode today, which is a shame because we always love having him when we do our Parlay episodes, but he will be back, just missing this one episode. Mr. Easy E, Eric, how are we doing?
Doing better after the catastrophe. It was Sunday's loss, but yeah, I kind of recovered from that now.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling a little better too. Then taking it in, just hashing it out with you, and just reminding myself, yo, there's still 11 games left. Like, season's not over just yet. Yeah. Barring losing any more superstars week to week, but
yeah.
But and I forgot that our game is on primetime this week until yesterday. I forgot we were in primetime, so that's exciting to look forward to.
Yeah, all the world gets to see the 49ers play this week, so we'll see how that shakes out.
Absolutely, and thank God we're hosting the Falcons after what they did to Buffalo in Atlanta. So
yeah,
well, we can hash that out, take a little preview at it when we get to the end here, do our final prayers that no one gets hurt, because right now we have to do our parlay picks, which of course, disclaimer, follow your state and local regulations. Call 1-800-GAMBLER if you have a problem. We are not experts. We are not advising you to do anything. Like, truly, this is strictly entertainment. We're idiots. Take us with a grain of salt.
If you bet with us, you're not getting rich very fast.
No, not very fast. Not at all. We might get lucky, but don't take our advice as like sacred, whatever.
Yeah.
These are still. Are these still lined up correctly? I didn't look super close.
Yeah, they're good.
Okay. Okay, no, I see here. Yeah, they're still. I got a nice listeners. I got a nice extra condensed version of this, so I don't have to scroll through two or three photos like I usually do. But yeah, these are all from DraftKings, who we prefer. Not an endorsement, not paid endorsement. We just really, really like them, and obviously these odds are subject to change. But here we go. We have quite a parlay, as we always do. We'll just go through these and give our 2 cents on the game as usual. First up, it is the Eagles going to Minnesota, and we always ride a Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown. Taking a break off of a Saquon, because he's definitely not quite having the year that he had last year, but a Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown is very reasonable. Eagles coming to the Vikings. I see this as two teams that are both kind of stuck in first gear when it comes to offense, very inconsistent. Carson Wentz, I remember last we saw him, he was running for his life when he was playing in Ireland, and the Eagles just can't. They're not unlocking that same. They're not. The offense is not in the stratosphere like they were last year. So I really don't know who to pick in this. If we were picking for the money line, I wanted to avoid this, as with many games this week. I wanted to avoid the money lines at all costs on half the games, because I really don't know. I really don't know. I could see the Eagles taking advantage of the Vikings. I could see the Eagles winning just by being on the field offensively more, but I don't know. It's not a very confident pick because the Eagles just aren't quite as tough as they were before. What do you think about this one?
Well, the Eagles should win this game. They have the better talent overall, and better coaching, I think. But I'm not so sure that the Eagles aren't in their little death spiral again that they went into, a couple of years ago, where they just started losing games. So I would find it really, really hard to bet for them this week. Minnesota's defense is still really, really tough. I haven't heard for sure who's actually going to be quarterback for the Vikings this week. If it's going to be Wentz or McCarthy again.
Last I saw, McCarthy's still not quite back yet. As of this taping, what I saw last was that it'll probably be Wentz.
Okay. So, well, I like their odds a lot better with Wentz as quarterback. And I mean, they're the home team. So I guess it would be kind of one of those like fool me once, I'll pick Philly, fool me twice. It's my fault kind of thing. So I pick Philly in this one simply because they're the champs. They should, just based on talent, win this game. But if I look at the score and I see that it's 24-14, in the third quarter, Vikings, I won't at all be surprised.
Yeah, I agree. On paper, this should be an Eagles win, easy. But I have no confidence in picking this on my personal ticket, because I always do line tickets. My money line ticket might be 4 games this week, because most of the games are like this week.
Yeah, they're either like this or they're just utter poo. One of the two.
Yeah, and speaking of utter poo, the New England Patriots are going to Nashville to see the Tennessee Titans with their new coach. I forget who they promoted. It was an interim coach that they have now. Yeah. But the Patriots are kind of on a hot streak. They're very much on a hot streak. And even if getting rid of Callahan or whatever his name was, if that boosts them around in the locker room, I can't see a 1 week turnaround making them capable of pulling off this upset with just how hot the Patriots look. They beat Buffalo. It was 1 score against the Saints, but Drake May was not the problem. He looks really, really good. He's definitely having a coming out party this year, especially now. I don't know, things are clicking in New England. And let us remember too, that this is Vrabel coming back to Tennessee, who just pushed him out the door after getting Tennessee to an AFC championship. So I don't know. There's going to be a lot of emotion in this game, but the bottom line, New England should kick the crap out of Tennessee. That's what I see happening.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to believe in Tennessee until Tennessee shows me something, and all they've shown me all season long is that they stink. So, and I don't think that a new coach is going to be able to make this team any better. I mean, maybe a little bit, but this team is bereft of talent. They are bereft of talent, whatever it is. They don't have anybody on that roster that can make plays and can do anything. So this is a Patriots game to go down and take and steal and win one for Vrabel. And I think that they're going to want to do that for him. And I think that they're going to come around. I think they're going to come out with a really clean victory this week, actually.
Yeah, I do too. I'll put it out there. This would be the upset of the week if Tennessee, regardless of the other games.
Oh yeah.
Easily the upset of the week if Tennessee manages to find a way to pull this off. Like you said, it's a rookie quarterback. There's not really that much talent. They're trying to scramble together a game plan too with an interim coach. It's just nothing is going in their favor going into this game.
No, I mean, this would of course be the biggest upset. The Titans, the worst team in football by a vast margin, and that even includes the Cleveland Browns. So I mean,
yeah, the Browns at least have a good defense.
Yeah, I mean, the Titans have just been bad all over. The Titans have only won 1 game this season because the Cardinals threw up all over themselves.
Oh, the most spectacular self-destruction I've seen in a good while. The highlights of that are just amazing.
It's terrible to watch in real time.
I don't remember what I was watching instead of that. I can't remember what I was watching instead of that, but I wish I saw that in real time. Yeah. But anyway, moving on to our next game. Another potential snooze fest, the Raiders at the Chiefs. Is it weird to call this a get right game for the Chiefs? Because that's honestly with where they're at. I mean, yes, they did handle the Lions, a team that should have handled the Chiefs. I didn't watch the game. I can't fully say what exactly went wrong with the Lions, but if that wasn't the get right game with the Chiefs, this could be, because the Raiders are right there near the bottom with Tennessee. Geno is averaging 2 picks a game. They're at Chiefs Kingdom. I don't know what else there is to say about this other than didn't they open as 12-point favorites for a good reason? Like, this is going to be bad for the Raiders.
Yeah, I was really disappointed I couldn't bet on Geno to throw a pick in this game. I really wanted to pick that as one of our things.
It would have been like minus 300.
I don't care. I still would have taken it. So I was disappointed that we couldn't pick that.
Maybe they'll bench him for AOC.
Maybe. So I don't know. Yeah, the Raiders are bad. They are just about as bad as the Titans. Geno Smith looks really bad this season after looking pretty good last year. The Chiefs are playing good football again, and that should worry everybody in the NFL because they still have the guy who's probably the best quarterback in the NFL. He has an absolutely loaded set of wide receivers and a tight end, and he's got a pretty decent ground game to support him. So they have an offense that can do just everything that they need to do, and a defense that's pretty darn good because it's coached by Spagnuolo. So, I mean, they're a very complete team across the board. Now, this is always an interesting matchup just because it's interdivision, and for some reason the Raiders always manage to play the Chiefs tough. But I just don't see them hanging around with the Chiefs this season or this game at all. I think this is going to be a big blowout here. I think the Chiefs are going to walk away from this by 17 points.
Oh, yeah. The Chiefs, especially now they're getting Rashid Rice back, like, no, he's probably not going to blow up. He's probably not going to blow up the stat line. They still probably got to ease him in a little bit. But this is what else is there to this? The Raiders are bad. They have Max Crosby, but like they're bad top to bottom. And the Chiefs ought to just roll right on through this and get back to worrying about how to leapfrog the Chargers. Are still on top of them for the division, aren't they?
I believe so. Yes.
I think they're probably just going to be wondering about how they're going to they just got to keep winning and hope the Chargers lose. But this should be a get right game for them, especially riding that momentum of beating a very good Lions team.
A Lions team that hasn't beat anybody that's good yet, though.
Yeah, that's fair. That's the argument. That's what you can say about Buffalo too, because
yeah.
All right. Well,
there's some paper champions out there right now.
Yeah, some people could say we're paper champions. It's the way we lost to Tampa. So
yeah.
Anyway, on to the next game. The Packers at the Cardinals. Our week 2 best team in the league. Not falling off a cliff quite as bad as the Saints did last year, but Packers offense a little inconsistent. That defense is still solid, but they're still not quite clicking there on offense, kind of like Philly. And then the Cardinals, I would highly suggest keeping Jacoby and not rushing Kyler Murray back because he led a very valiant effort against the Colts and damn near pulled it off on the road. So now you're at home. They are facing a much tougher defense in Green Bay, and the Cardinals, they'll have to step up. But if they stymie the Colts offense, if they can stymie the Packers offense like they did the Colts offense, this could be. I don't know. I wouldn't sleep on this game if I was Green Bay. I'd be very worried about potentially letting the lead slip out of their fingers without them realizing it, because Arizona's got a little bit of fight in them. If you let them keep up, this Cardinals team can fight. If you get them down early, it'll be fine. But I don't know. The Packers should win this game. I'm very comfortable with it in this ticket, but the Cardinals, they showed a little bit of gusto against the Colts I wasn't expecting.
They did play the Colts a lot better than I thought as well. The Cardinals just seem destined to just be the team that's going to just lose games kind of stupidly this year. I mean, they've already lost, 4 games in dumb fashion this year, like 2 by field goals at the last minute, and then they fumbled away a game and threw away a game against the Titans, for goodness sakes, and then lost that Colts game last week by less than a score. So, I mean, they seem like they're just sort of cursed this season to kind of be that team that just sort of loses games in that fashion. And so I think that's the way that the Packers are going to end up winning this game is they'll just beat them down and hold them out and, be able to surpass them well enough to eke it out by at least a score, or maybe 10 points, something like that.
They should beat them just strictly looking on paper. I didn't see what the spread was, but I can't remember what the spread was, but I was very tempted when we were texting to say, like, how about we do the Cardinals spread? Because I could see this being a less than one score game too. Like, I say that, and then we just watch Green Bay kick the crap out of them. But I don't know. It was impressive enough. I think it's because Jacoby is more decisive, because he doesn't scramble around trying to look at everything and just run like Kyler does. Jacoby being a pocket passer, I think honestly benefits that offense better. Just someone that's going to stand there and be decisive.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I mean, let's be honest. Kyler Murray's been in the league for 6 seasons now. What has he won? What has he won? What has he done?
Yeah.
I mean, he hasn't done anything. He makes some flashy plays every now and then. He looks good scrambling around. He's elusive. I mean, he has a lot of tools, and he looks like he's something that you can build on, but doesn't make his team better.
Nope. He is there's a lot of talent there, but it's exactly that. It's not materialized into anything like truly like. They haven't won anything. They haven't even won the division with him. So don't even have that to hang your hat on. So
yeah, I mean, so what is that? I mean, that's nothing.
Yeah, for sure. Let's move on then to the next game, who we were somewhat talking about. The Colts going to LA to face the Chargers. The Chargers, they squeaked out. They just squeaked out of their game last week, and maybe we were a little too high on them after the first 3 weeks of the season, because the Chargers, the kinks in their armor are starting to show. Defense is a little susceptible. The offense, if you have a decent offensive line, you can get to Herbert, and they got a lot to figure out internally. It'll be a good challenge too. It just hit me too that LA's hosted the Colts twice now because they were in LA facing the Rams. So Indy knows what to expect being in this environment. It's going to be frankly easier because for the lack of fans in LA in general, the Chargers fans are even worse than Rams fans. So I don't know. Maybe the Colts know. Maybe the Colts will have a better time facing the Chargers and the Rams. That's what we're betting. I didn't mean to leave it as open-ended as that. I think the Colts should very easily take care of the Chargers. It should be a much easier challenge than facing the Cardinals. But I mean, at the same time, don't sleep on the Chargers. They definitely have enough weapons on offense to make some noise. But as long as they do their diligence, the Colts should walk out of LA with a win. I won't say easy, but they definitely should handle the Chargers with no problem.
Yeah, I mean, the Chargers started off kind of hot, and then they've taken on some injuries, and their offensive line is just decimated right now. And I mean, when I watch them on Sundays, I mean, all I see is Herbert just running around like his pants are on fire. I mean, he's scrambling back there like nonstop, and he's flying around, just desperately making plays happen back there. I mean, so it's pretty crazy right now to think that team is going to be successful for much longer. I mean, the Colts defensive line is really pretty good. I see that they play the Vikings in 2 weeks. Dear God, he's going to get murdered against the Vikings.
The Colts defensive line, by the way, led with our old man, DeForest Buckner.
Yeah.
And Samson Ebukam, who was with us for a hot minute. That D-line is and Latu, who wasn't with us, but Colts D-line is pretty stacked.
Yeah, so I mean, I think they're going to get a lot of pressure on Herbert all day long, and I think they're going to make him miserable. And I think if you can make him miserable back there and not give him time, if he's got time to sit back there and pass and throw, then you're going to be doomed, because I mean, he's got a great arm and great skills and great talent. But I think if you're making him move around and scramble around, I mean, he's got the talent and the ability to move and scramble. But if he's throwing off platform all day long, then he's going to be in trouble, and the Chargers are going to be in trouble. And that's what I look for to happen in this game. So The Colts have been really good all season long. They seem like they're oddly enough a juggernaut this season, which is so odd to say. And I don't see that slowing down. The Chargers defense has not been very good. The last few weeks, they gave up, 21 to the Giants, 27 to the Commanders, 27 to the Dolphins. None of those teams, really strike fear in you when it comes to offensive capabilities. And so the Colts offense is really pretty good. So I see them putting up, at least 24, 27 points on the Chargers. And I don't think the Chargers are going to be able to match that.
No, I wouldn't bet that either. The Chargers aren't really putting up points at all, like that high. And the Colts have, I don't have it in front of me. The Colts have gotten like 2, if not damn near close to 30 points a week, like you were saying. Like this offense is going to be a handful for the Chargers.
The Colts are putting up, yes.
I think, are they the number 1 overall offense? Number 1 in the AFC. That's what it is. I don't remember who's ahead of them, but they are the number 1 in the AFC. So they're going to have their hands full.
Yeah.
Let's move on then to one of the stinkers of the week. My God. If there's a game that's worse than the Patriots and the Titans. No offense to, I know you're have loyalty to Cleveland to an extent, but
but I think a stinky game like this can be sneaky good sometimes because you got 2 bad teams just battling out and you just see like who's the worst of the worst.
Oh, dude, this is what I've told James before too. Like this is that perfect time too. Like once you get to where we're at 6, 7, 8, and you put 2 teams against each other that have a record that's 1, maybe 2 games at the most separated from each other. Like these 2 guys are 1-win teams each. They're at the same talent level. This could sneaky have a lot of competition to it.
Yeah.
Like this isn't one team just pile driving the other one. Like these 2 teams are clearly at the same talent level. So it could go down to who holds the ball last.
Yeah, it's going to be a great game. Not, but I mean, it's going to be entertaining in its own way.
It's going to be Tank Bowl. It's in contention for Tank Bowl of the year, probably.
It's in contention for which coach is going to get fired after this game. So this is the game that's going to get Miami Mike fired. You realize that, right? Because I can already assure you, I really, 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 with all of my heart, wanted to put the Browns money line on this ticket too, because that the Dolphins are not winning going this far north. And so I really wanted to, even though it's against the Browns, I really wanted to put the Browns money line on this ticket as well. And I was like, I just can't bring myself to do it because they're just so bad. But
oh my God, wow. That's a lot going at each other. I forgot to even think about it like that. The Dolphins are going north of Georgia. Both of these coaches are at risk of getting fired in the next month. The Dolphins don't want to lose to a true rookie in his like 3rd start when they have a $48 or $50 million quarterback in their backfield. Plus they're paying Jalen Waddle like $30 million a year too.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. And oh my gosh, it was the Wonderkin and then was Coach of the Year. Now both fighting for their jobs, and it could very likely be. Well, no, I won't say Cleveland will. Excuse me. I think Cleveland will ride out Stefanski. I do too,
actually. But
I don't see him being a midseason firing.
No, I don't think so either. I think that they've bought onto the whole fact that they're just going to be rookies to the death this year, and he's going to have to just work with what he's been given and just make it through. And if he comes back next year, he comes back next year or whatever. But if the Dolphins lose, Miami Mike is gone. I would be willing to put money on that as well if I could bet on that.
I would be shocked if Mike still has a job if they lose this game. I will be very, very shocked, especially now that like all the other owners can look at it through the lens of like, oh, well, Tennessee fired their coach. If I'm mad enough, then screw it. I don't have to wait till Black Friday. I can just fire him now.
Yep, it's already the cord has been snipped. Everybody is on alert now that coaches can be fired mid-season. Stephen Ross doesn't have to be the first to do it now, so he can fire Mike after this. So
Dude,
there's no way.
His press conferences are so bad now. They're so awkward. Have you seen a Mike McDaniel's press conference this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, when a game you can't lose. That's how you win the game is to not. It's like that every time he talks. I feel so bad for him. Like it's so awkward.
It's almost like he wants out and just doesn't know how to get out.
It's like he's short-circuiting every time he's in front of the camera. I don't know how else to describe it. And now Tua's throwing everybody under the bus. Like, at least with Stefanski, like, I'll stick with what I was feeling before with Stefanski. Like, he's already given up and just like, I'm coaching with what I got. My ownership gave me these pieces. Like, I'm gambling that history will show that I was part of the victimhood, so to say. That I was kind of destined to fail by taking this job on.
Yep. Yeah, very much so. Yep. Yeah.
We didn't actually say what the actual picks were. I mean, viewers obviously saw them, but listeners, we're taking 70 rushing yards and an anytime touchdown with the rookie Quinshon Judkins, who has been looking very, very good now that he's really like getting to touch the rock. And then we're taking the under on 46.5 points, which means neither team is scoring 23 points, which seems pretty safe with how pedestrian these offenses are.
Yeah, the Browns haven't scored 17 in a game this season, and that going back like to last season, actually, like so they haven't scored 17 for a good bit of time. So they'll do their part, and I'm sure they'll be able to hold the Dolphins down because again, the game is north of Georgia. So
well, Cleveland's defense is pretty legit. Like if they could get some compliments from their offense, it would show better. But their defense is still pretty solid. Yeah.
Yep. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And we altered that total under from what it originally was. The actual under is, what did I say it was? Like 37.5, something like that.
Oh God, it was really that low. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's terribly low.
Jesus, that's impressive. They didn't even put it at them scoring 14 each. Oh my God.
It's super low. It's like 37.5 or might even be a little lower. I don't have my phone next to me and tell you, but yeah, it's super low.
Ooh, I think I finally got the tickle out of my throat. No, I can't remember the last time I ever saw it under or a score line that low before.
Yeah, it's bad.
That's well, that's like when what was the oh my God, what was the game last week where somebody was literally like 15-point favorites?
Oh yeah, that was the
Cardinals were 14.5 underdogs. I remember that.
I think the Packers were like 15-point favorites over the Bengals.
Okay, that might be it. I don't know. I know the Cardinals were. I remember one made James laugh really, really hard because it was like the money line was like minus 14,000.
That was the Packers money line.
Oh, that was the Packers. Okay,
yeah.
Okay, now that's we're seeing some real doozies this season so far. Anyway, let's get back to the last game that we have. It is the Commanders going to the Cowboys. What we're going to take in this game is Jane Daniels is going to manage to get 25 rushing yards and Dak Prescott's throwing 2 touchdowns. I kind of spearheaded the Dak Prescott 2 touchdowns because regardless of whatever the win-loss column is, like Dak Prescott is very similar to who he was the predecessor for, Tony Romo, where the regular season stats are still going to look amazing, even when the wins to losses are not going to look favorable. He's just figuring out a way to get it done. Kind of like Baker Mayfield playing with a bunch of nobody, but he's winning. And Dak, I don't know. I can't really gauge the Cowboys that well. Like there's so many problems with them, but Dak's not a problem. There, I'll be nice. Dak is not a problem. Dak is a good regular season quarterback.
Every Cowboys fan that listens to our podcast, which is zero, is booing you right now.
He's a good regular season quarterback, at least in fantasy perspective. Like he's still finding a way to put up numbers, even though the wins aren't coming with them sometimes.
Yeah.
And then Jane Daniels, I don't know what to make of this Commanders team anymore after the loss to the Bears, which was shout out to Jake Moody, now a hero in Chicago. And it turns out you just need a change of scenery. Because the Commanders are just not. What I noticed was like the Commanders really excel at like these kind of splashy plays, but then they'll just kind of get stagnant, and then they'll die down again. And then on the defensive side, like they're fine. They're not. It's not a great defense, but it's fine. It's not a bad defense. They were. Or I was about to compliment the Bears defense. The Bears defense was very opportunistic against the Commanders, which is bad for them. When you have a turnover problem, it doesn't matter how good you are. You're turning the damn ball over. So I really don't know. This is another game where I truly could see it going either way because both teams are underperforming. It's more surprising for the Commanders because they were so good last year. But I mean, the Cowboys, I don't know. It could go either way, honestly. I do not feel knowledgeable enough to want to have thrown a money line on this game. I could see it really going either way.
Yeah, just to hit on the bets really quick. Jane Daniels, he rushes for about 40 some yards a game. So, 25 yards shouldn't be really difficult to do. I mean, he hits 40 pretty frequently. So feel pretty confident about that. And to your point about Dak, Dak is really good in the regular season. I mean, it's, Cowboy fans would, say that doesn't matter and not care, but, he is really good in the regular season and he puts up good numbers. And so him to throw 2 touchdowns is not going to be that big of a surprise in this game either. So, to your point about the Commanders, they haven't beaten anybody yet that's any good. Their wins came against the Giants, the Raiders, and the Chargers. I mean, the Chargers, I guess, I'm not sure that the Chargers are good anymore now that they've been injured.
Yeah, the jury's still out on them now.
Yeah. So, and their losses are against the Packers, Falcons, and Bears, teams that I guess are good. I don't know. The Commanders don't make any sense. No. And then, the Cowboys, I mean, they've been decimated by injuries. So, I mean, they haven't had CeeDee Lamb for like 3 weeks.
Injuries and stupid ownership.
Yeah. And so it's just been a real struggle for them. So, I could see this game going either way as well, just like that Philly-Minnesota game. This is really the only 2 games that are on Sunday, like regular times, 1 and 4:30, that are any good and of any value to actually watch. All the rest of the games are just absolutely atrocious. I wouldn't know who to bet on this game either. I'd probably just take the Cowboys because they're at home. That would be my only thought, but that'd be the only reason I would pick them.
Oh my gosh. If you want to put a gun to my head, maybe I just don't want to say the Cowboys, but that's kind of where my gut's leaning towards, kind of the same thing. Just they're at home. The Commanders, just something's not clicking with the Commanders right now. And maybe this will be maybe this is going to be the last rung they need to hit before turning it around. Cause I don't see this being a turnaround game. It's a divisional opponent. It's at 4:30. It's probably, it doesn't say what channel it is. I'd be shocked if this wasn't the Tom Brady game, just because it's the Cowboys. Because it's definitely not going to be Packers Cardinals. I don't know. I didn't look at the. I didn't look at the. I didn't look at that this week.
It is the Tom Brady game.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That it's the Cowboys. It makes sense that that's the Tom Brady game. But the rest of the competition, though, like it wasn't probably that much to put against it, frankly.
No, there's only 3 other games in the late window.
The Colts and the Commanders. I bet that's a CBS game, though.
The Colts and Chargers is a CBS game. The Giants in Denver is a CBS game. And Green Bay and Arizona is the other late game.
Who's doing the Colts game? Is it Tony?
No, Ian Eagle and JJ Watt.
Oh, interesting. I'm surprised. Who did Tony end up getting?
Kansas City, my man. Come on.
Oh, of course. Of course. Why did I think otherwise? That's
Got to
funny.
go slurp him some Patrick Mahomes.
Well, once Chris Collinsworth is done with him.
Yeah. Once Collinsworth is done lathering him up. Then Tony gets to come in and hose him off.
Well, speaking... Yeah, gross. Well,
speaking of Chris Collinsworth.
Yes, that'll be our game. I don't have any special graphics to go with this or anything, but yeah, we... Dun, 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 dun. We get, or was I about to do the Monday night? Oh, I was about to do Monday Night Football. No, I'm so stoked. We are going to be on Sunday Night Football. It's our first, our last primetime game was a Thursday night game. So yeah, we're playing on Sunday Night Football, hosting the Falcons. We'll get Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth. I can't wait to hear how many times that he's like, well, Mac Jones, that was great, but what about, what Patrick Mahomes would have done in that situation?
Yeah, I'm sure we'll hear plenty of that.
I guess we'll just roll right into it. Like I'm nervous. How do you feel about this? I'm a little nervous because we don't know what Falcons are going to show up. Are the Falcons that lost 30-0 to the Panthers going to show up,
I hope.
Or the Falcons that took care of Buffalo? Or maybe am I just overthinking it and Buffalo's actually not that good this year?
No,
because our front seven is not, I don't know. Bijan Robinson's going to be very, very hard to handle with our front seven, especially with Fred Warner gone now.
Yeah, I mean, the Vikings have played a pretty tough schedule already. They've played the Buccaneers, the Vikings, Panthers, and then the Commanders, and then the Bills. And then they've won three out of the 5 of those games. So, I mean, like, they beat the Vikings, who are like, well, that was with JJ McCarthy, though. So, I mean, I guess I'll discount that. And then
remember how ass that game was? It was a kick. It was a kickathon.
Yeah. And then they beat the Commanders, and then they beat the Bills. So, I mean, like,
they're coming
they're coming in on a 2-game winning streak. Beat 2 teams that are supposedly to be pretty good. I don't know. It's concerning. I would be less worried if Fred was alive still. Unfortunately, Fred has been taken away, and so
if he was alive.
I mean, all I see is pictures of him on his couch, and so I mean that's hurtful to me. It doesn't really help, but I'd be less concerned if Fred was still around. But I just hope that we can play some good defense against this team. The Panthers or the Falcons can be really explosive on offense when they get everything clicking and when they get everything rolling and they put everything together.
We got to cover Drake London, who really went off against Buffalo. Like, Demo's got to. I mean, we don't have him shadow. It's probably going to end up being Green. Green's probably going to get the most action from him. So Green is very good, but that's a tall order to go against Drake.
Yeah. Yep. But I mean, it's all going to be about shutting down Bijan Robinson. I mean, their whole offense runs through him. I mean, when Robinson has a good game and puts up 100-some yards, they win. When he doesn't, they don't win. So, I mean, it's going to be about shutting him down. It's going to be a battle between Bijan and Christian, basically. It's going to be who can run the ball and catch the ball and do the most with the ball when it's in their hands. Who can be that Swiss Army knife that gets everything done for whichever team. Last
I saw, less than an hour ago, it looked like Mac was going to be starting again. Like, Purdy's back to practice, but it looks like that it's going to be Mac. Kittle's going to come back, though. And then I don't know about Juwan. Juwan probably is going to play. I mean, unless he pissed Kyle off and they make him a healthy scratch just because he got him mad. But I
think Juwan has to play because everybody else is hurt.
Yeah,
the only healthy receivers are Kendrick and DeMarcus.
It would be Kendrick, DeMarcus, MVS, Sky Moore, which sucks because
MVS and Sky were both on the injury report today.
Oh, I didn't see that. Shoot,
yeah.
Well, that's not good. And And then Jordan's not back yet. Yeah, Juwan kind of has to. We can't feed it all through Kittle.
No.
But no, did you know that Atlanta is the number one defense just by statistics?
No, I did not.
I had a targeted Facebook like, maybe you'll like the Falcons. I'm like, not really, but it was a graphic that they are the number one defense by the numbers, and I checked on ESPN, and yeah, they're not number one in either, but they average out as the number one defense. So that's fun. Thank God we're at home.
Yeah. Yeah, our injury report is
very
gross.
bad.
Yeah, let's see. I got Renardo Green was limited today.
He's had a neck injury. Yeah.
Yep.
He played last week though.
Juwan was limited today. Mac Jones was full today. Kittle was limited today. McCaffrey was full today. Ricky was a DNP. Sky Moore was limited today. Pooney was limited today. Brock was limited today. Jordan Watkins was limited today. And Marquez Valdez-Scantling was a DNP.
Oh, that's not good. That he was a DNP on Thursday.
Yeah.
That's okay. Maybe if Jordan's limited wasn't bad, maybe we could get Jordan back because that'd be awesome because he looked really good in the preseason. And we kind of need bodies.
But you're asking a ton out of a rookie in his first game and prime time and having never played. I mean, that's a lot.
Just be enough. Kendrick and George are obviously going to carry the bulk of it. Same with Christian because we basically use Christian as a glorified slot receiver now.
Yeah, and Juszczyk.
Yeah, so like he doesn't have to carry the team, like unless he wants to be Superman, like Kendrick Bourne did, just fired out of a freaking cannon.
Yeah,
but I'm not as worried as I was with Tampa, but there is reason to worry because Atlanta has the talent, but luckily we're at home. If we can mitigate Bijan from having any explosive plays, that's going to be the biggest thing we need to do in order to have a chance at winning this. Like,
yeah,
Mac and Shanahan are on the same page, like passing game wise. We are number one in passing. Like we average, I think, I swear I thought I saw it was like 380 passing yards a game. Like we're number one by a good mile. But that comes at the expense of we were 30th or 31st in rushing.
Yeah, because every time Christian runs, he just runs into the line of scrimmage and he can't get anywhere and he just gets tackled.
Yeah, and then I love the answer. Well, why isn't Brian out there more often? Because he's not Christian McCaffrey. Like that's not a great answer, but I mean I get it.
Yeah,
like you could have a 1-2 punch with your guy that was designed in the game of Madden, and then just a hard-hitting downhill runner. You could break it up a little bit, but
yeah. Well, I don't know.
We're obviously not Kyle, so
no.
I don't know. We gotta find a way to just turn all that passing production into points and try to get some relief off of the box. So maybe we can get some good running game going, and then on defense. I'm not saying if we shut down Bijan Robinson, like it'll be perfect. It'll be like disabling, but it will like it's clearly Bijan or bust, like for the defense. Kind of like how they have to worry about Christian on the other side. So
yeah. I mean, you made a good point. I don't think you have to really shut him down, but you have to slow him down and take away the explosive plays. You can't bust off an 81-yard touchdown run like you did against Buffalo last week, right?
Oh, absolutely not.
So, you've got to just contain him as best as you can. And I mean, I think, again, that's where missing Fred is going to really hurt us because, he was that missile that could go and take, tackle him and take him out and stuff like that. And
that's a big ask for our secondary. That's pretty young. It's 2 veterans, 1 veteran, which is a second year. So calling him a veteran is kind of a stretch. Yeah. And then 2 true rookies. That is a very, very big ask to leave them on islands if we sell out to load the box.
Yeah. Yeah. And especially when Siegel's been getting burned in coverage all year long.
Yeah, and then Jair Brown's more like he's like a nickel hybrid. He's like a nickel safety hybrid, almost like a linebacker. Like he's not a true safety this year. I don't know. He's just kind of that guy on the field. I don't know. It's hard to describe what position he is because he's not a true safety this year.
Yeah.
So I don't want to see Mustafa. Who did Mustafa take? Was it still Mustafa and Siegel out there?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was. I thought he benched Penix. But yeah, no, Green, Siegel, Lenore, Penix, Mustafa, like that's a really young core of people to leave out on Iowans and man coverage. I think we need to try and just, I don't know. I'm not a defensive guru, but I don't know if man's going to be better. Can we do a zone? Can we cover it still with a zone with Bijan running through a zone? That's still not good. I don't know.
That's why we pay Salah lots of money.
So he can figure that out for us.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And I can just sit back with my cold root beer and watch it happen.
Yeah. No, same. Well, I think with that, we'll count that as our prayer to
Niners
hopefully
win.
Yeah, to hopefully pull off this win, especially after the heartbreak last week. So now let's give a shout out to our sponsor who's been with us for going on almost 3 years. I don't know. Time is a circle. I can't remember where we're at now with them. Royal Retros. What is Royal Retros? It is your go-to place to get yourself an authentic throwback jersey. Whether it's football or any of the other major sports, they got you covered. All of us Bay Area fans, let's check out the Candlestick collection. It's curated with us in mind. It's got Niners gear. It's got baseball Giants gear. And when you find something that you like, use the promo code Shady Sports, and that'll get you 10% off of your entire order, not just specialty items or things like that. Your entire order, you get a 10% discount when you use the promo code Shady Sports at royalretros.com. Again, use that promo code. It helps us out. It helps Sam and everybody within the Shady Sports Network family of programming. It helps us all out. So again, use that promo code Shady Sports at checkout at royalretros.com and get yourself an authentic throwback jersey today. Ooh, I don't know if I can make it through the next part, but I'm definitely going to try.
Just do the short version.
Yeah, we're selling t-shirts. Why are we selling t-shirts? Just because we were inspired. It started as an inspiration from just being sick of the double standard with owners and players. An owner can get away with things that a player can't. And we only find out about it like months, weeks after the fact. And the player we saw got arrested like an hour before kickoff. So and then Daniel Snyder, we don't need to go through all that again, but Daniel Snyder and now Khan, and we just want owners to be held to the same standards as players. And to put our money where our mouth is, we started making these t-shirts with what you see below, owner standards greater than player standards, because we want #owner accountability. And all the proceeds from these shirts are going to go to Mountain Comprehensive Care Center. It is a women's domestic violence shelter in Kentucky. They're a great organization. We had them on the show about a year ago, and all the proceeds from these shirts are going to go there. These are made to order, so you can get them as a t-shirt, a long sleeve, a hoodie, crew neck, whatever you want, all the sizes you want. And there's also a color variety if you don't want this one in particular in white. Pricing starting at $22.99. Again, they are made to order, very customizable. The next one is our show, our show's cover art that you see on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, here on YouTube. Again, made to order. You pick your style, you pick your size. Pricing again starting at $22.99. This next one is our alternate logo. Excuse me, I love this one because it's got the goalpost, it's got the peanuts on it. It looks great in red. James rocks this every now and then. Again, made to order. Pick your style, pick your size. And our last shirt is our Peanut, our mascot Peanut, with his 3D glasses on to really be in the game. He is eating his bowl of peanuts, patiently waiting for our Sunday night game against the Falcons. Again, all these shirts proceeds will go to Mountain Comprehensive Care Center. If you want information on them, a link to their websites in the show notes, as well as the link to the Bonfire store. We don't want anything from these shirts other than to give you a cool shirt and to know we're all helping some women and families in need. I don't usually do that, and I'm white. I know there's a Graybeard game that's kicking off right now while we're taping, and I don't have that up in front of me. Who do you think? I know the listeners will already know by now, but like, it's going to be the Steelers, right? The Steelers are going to win this game.
Yeah, the Steelers are going to win this game. There's no doubt. I mean, the Bengals are not going to win. So the Bengals are terrible this season.
Are we thinking Zach Taylor's going to be on the hot seat, or
no? He's going to get a pass again because Burrow got hurt. I mean, he's continually riding this whole thing where he gets a pass because Burrow gets hurt every season.
I remember hearing that he and the owner are legit, like really, really like tight friends off the field. Because Mike
Brown's never going to fire a coach mid-season and pay for services not rendered either. So, I mean,
he really should have been fired after last year. Like, I don't know. Like, yes, the defensive coach getting scapegoated, who's now in Indy, but I don't understand, Mike. How does he not see that? Maybe it's a coaching change because you fall off a cliff so damn hard when Joe Burrow goes down. Like, and maybe that can make Joe Burrow better when he's back. I don't know.
Nothing's going to make Joe Burrow better until you build him out of better materials.
True. To make better padding, or I don't know, maybe try to find somebody on the offensive line. I think he actually passed how many sacks that Andrew Luck took. I think I saw that stat that he's now been hit more times in 6 years than Andrew Luck was in his 9 years.
Wow.
It's sad. Did you see any breaking news that we can just quickly shout out here?
Kittle says he fully plans to play this Sunday, so he's just a matter of Kyle said giving him the word that it's okay to play, but he says he fully plans to play. CD Lamb also plans to play this Sunday versus the Commanders.
It won't help me get out of last place, but sure, I'll let CD get back in my lineup.
Tua says he apologizes for his comments. He made a mistake. He shouldn't have said what he said at the podium the other day. That
doesn't exactly cool down the seat that Mike is on.
Miami. No, not really.
Mike is still very likely going to get fired before Halloween.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you, man, he's going to be gone if he loses to the Browns this week. I have a feeling that's going to be the end of it. So we'll see. A rookie quarterback. Yes, you're on the road, but a rookie quarterback, and it's a 1-5 team, and you have a quarterback you're paying $50 million. Who has now publicly said that the locker room is a problem.
it's not my fault. Our leadership, we don't take our leadership seriously. Dude, you're part of that leadership when you're getting $50 million. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's going to be a problem. So that's why the game on paper looks terrible, but the intrigue behind it is delicious, right? So like you want to watch it to be like, ooh, what's going to happen? Is Miami going to lose? Oh, they're going to lose. Oh, what's going to happen? Oh, the soap opera of is now Mike going to get fired? Is Tua going to say something else stupid? It's the whole thing.
Yo, I want to scalp the Miami fire sale that's inevitable. We could get Jalen Phillips. We could get Bradley Chubb. Oh my gosh. I don't think we need anyone else, but is Hill going to get traded while he's in the middle of rehab? Like, or is Waddle going to get traded and then Hill demand a trade? Like, this fires. I've seen Achane is out. Achane is a trade target now too.
Yeah.
That roster is going to be decimated, and then Mike's going to be out the door, and it'll be truly starting from scratch. Sans Tua.
Yeah. And then I mean, what's Tua going to be without those guys around him? I mean, if he doesn't have all those speed weapons around him, I don't think that he's. I mean, that whole team and unit was built to work a certain way. You know what I mean? And
Mike McDaniel's way.
yeah, if you take and you strip all those pieces and parts away, I don't think that Tua functions in a different sort of offense there. So I mean, I would be interested to see what would happen with that.
I want to meet the coach that sees Tua and still is like, yeah, you know what, I can make that work. Like,
well, I mean, every head coach, everybody who wants a shot at a head coaching opportunity is going to be like, oh, I could try that in Miami. It's Miami. I mean, they're gonna want to give it a shot. But
it's not about the tax breaks at all.
Yeah, yeah. It's not about the tax breaks or the life or anything like that. But I mean, yeah. So, but I don't know. It's just interesting to me.
Right.
So the fall of that whole.
I agree.
The fall of that whole system and setup that they had down there. I mean, it looked like it was gangbusters when it first came out the box, and then it all just crumpled away. So, and it's gotten progressively worse year after year after year after year.
It's very hard to maintain a system and a culture like where Kyle's now in rarefied air, being on year 8 or 9 with us. Like,
yeah,
very, very few coaches that get past their first contract, let alone players. So it's very, I don't know. We will pray for the best for Mike, but if we need to welcome him back with open arms, we gladly will.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I'm not going to be sad if we have to rehire Miami Mike. Bring him back with Robert Saleh. We'll be okay. For
sure. Absolutely. Well, I think that is all we got for this episode. My throat is definitely telling me that too. I can't get rid of this cough and I'm really mad, but we'll be back on Tuesday to recap what happened with the Falcons. Again, we're playing on Sunday Night Football with Mike Tirico and oh my God, Chris Collinsworth calling the game. And it's going to be under the bright primetime lights. So fingers crossed, say a prayer. And our outro music is River Road by Justin Muth. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Yeah, go Niners.
Let's beat the Falcons.
River Road, you got me running way back home. River Road, you got me running all night long. You got me singing some canal boat song. River Road, you got me running all night long. River Road, where have all the women gone? Have they kissed her hand and waved you bye-bye? Have they thought about crossing your double yellow lines? River Road, they love the way